When considering the field of retail management, people generally overlook the importance of finance. While we are consumed by shopping for various goods and services on a daily basis, we often forget to consider the thoughts of the retailers and producers when it comes to the price tag associated with products or experiences. Today, we will discuss the concept of pricing in the retail world. This is a crucial component of retailing as it affects everyone from the producer to the consumer in different ways. So, one of the first things that needs to be discussed when considering pricing in the retail world is value. What is value? Value is the bridge between what a customer receives versus what they actually pay for. It can be considered or it can be known as perceived value. Something of high value, for example, would be something that a customer is seeking out excessively, such as a limited version of a shoe created by Nike, which causes consumers to line up for hours prior to the sneaker's release. Value, however, is extremely subjective. Something that is highly valuable to one person may not be valuable at all for another. The concept of value has four components for an individual. The first is quality. Second is price. Third is service. And fourth is convenience. Value is a concept largely considered from the perspective of the consumer when purchasing a good. Retailers often use one or more of these approaches to determine their pricing strategy. One of the most popular approaches is the cost-oriented method, where retailers set price markups from the production cost. The reason being is to cover any expenses, such as daily expenses. This pricing strategy generally has reasonable margins and is common in everyday purchases. The demand-based approach seeks to charge customers based on what they are willing to pay. The point of this is to maximize profits by stretching margins as far as companies can before demand is negatively affected. This is often done by adjusting prices gradually to see what consumers are willing to pay, or by doing market research on trends of consumers for substitute goods. The last approach is competitor-based, and this is by looking at data gathered by competitors' sales and determining a competitive price that will not be beat by that of a competitor. Two examples of major pricing strategies here are everyday low pricing and high-low pricing. Everyday low pricing is a pricing strategy used to keep pricing at a minimal amount on a constant basis to keep consumers happy and at a constant flow. This is a strategy adopted by some large-scale retailers like Walmart or Target. High-low pricing is also a commonly used method whereby retailers start the price of a product at a higher amount and then drop the price considerably using rebates, coupons, and other discounts later on as demand recedes. This is commonly seen on major shopping days, such as Black Friday or Boxing Day. Price adjustments, as previously mentioned, can take many forms. Some of these markdowns include coupons, rebates, price bundling, multiple unit pricing, and other various promotions. These formats are generally adopted to help in removing products which are slow sellers in order to create more shelf space for new merchandise. Another common approach taken by retailers is the loss leader retail strategy. This is a strategy used to draw in customers by placing one item on discount but keeping all of the mandatory complementary items at marked up prices. An example of this is with video game consoles being discounted, but all video games are left at full price, which is where the high margins and large amounts of profits are drawn in. Or price lining, where there is a variety of products offered at different fixed prices, which gradually increase, as does the quantity of the good. This is popular at restaurants and food retailers like Starbucks. Did you know that retailers even use odd pricing strategies which are proven to sell more by simply using a price that psychologically sounds more appealing, such as a jacket which costs $99.98 as opposed to $100? All of these approaches are implemented within retailers all around us and have a direct impact on our daily lives, both consciously and subconsciously. An important thought to remember next time you are out shopping is not what or how much does this item cost, but why is this the price?